Hi, everybody. Dugraz here with Dugraz Reports. What do I think is going to happen in the world of credit card rewards in the year 2021? I'm glad you asked because in this video, that's exactly what I'm going to talk about. My predictions in the world of credit card rewards for the year 2021. Let's dive in. Number one, transfer bonuses from flexible points to airlines and hotels will be a major theme. So the big flexible point currencies, Chase and AMEX and Citi, all have transfer partners. And what I'm saying is I think there will be bonuses to transfer over to those transfer partners. Here's an example with American Express. There's a 40% transfer bonus right now that goes through the end of January. So if you transfer your American Express points over to Hilton, you get a 40% boost. Now, whether or not that's a good value or not, I'm not going to get into that here. You always have to do the math. But the idea is I think this sort of thing will continue. And the rationale is that these airlines and hotels need revenue. And they're not all that particular because they've had a terrible year in 2020 about where that revenue comes from. So I think they will offer the big three banks that do credit cards the chance to buy their points very cheaply. And at the same time, the credit card companies want to get some of those flexible points currencies like member rewards and ultimate rewards and Citi thank you points off their books because those are liabilities that could be used in the future. So it's kind of a win-win in a way. The hotels and airlines are desperate enough they want the revenue, and the banks want to get those liabilities of unused flexible points off their books. So if they will be able to buy them cheaply, the banks that is, then they can offer them to us as a way to get rid of those points by giving us a good value. Another example is last year, Chase had a bonus on transferring to IHG, and it wasn't that great, but I just have a feeling in 2021 there's going to be some much better transfers to airline and hotel partners from the flexible point currencies. Number two, sign-up bonuses will remain strong for the first half of the year and maybe even get better. The logic here is pretty much the same, especially in the world of the proprietary cards for motels and airlines, those kinds of things. They want people in the seats for airplanes. They want people in the rooms for motels. What better way to do that than with sign-up bonuses? Also, travel's not back yet, and there's going to be a period where medically coronavirus is mostly under control, so travel is safe, but people aren't going to be comfortable. So there will be a time frame of a few golden months, maybe a month, 2, 3, where they're really going to entice us with travel cards, and those sign-up bonuses will remain really big. For example, right now, Chase has the 140,000 point bonus to sign up for the IHG Rewards Club Premiere card. That's pretty good. We've seen that 140,000 before. That's the best we've ever seen, as far as I know, for a $9,500 card. In my judgment, the IHG points are worth somewhere around 0.7 of a point each, so that would come out to a bonus somewhere between $900 and $1,000. That's a pretty big deal. I think that pattern will continue and maybe even get bigger going into about the halfway point of 2021. Before I go any further, this channel is all about finding epic value for the average American, including credit card rewards, although we do other things as well. If that sounds interesting to you, please subscribe to the channel and please click the thumbs up button. Let's get back into it. Number 3, at least one of the major banks will add a rental car company as a transfer partner. I know this might seem a little outside the box because as of right now, transfer partners are either hotels or airlines, with a couple of strange exceptions, but for the most part, that's how it goes. To the best of my knowledge, none of the major players, Chase, Citi, or American Express, have a rental car company as a transfer partner. But wouldn't it be cool if one of those major cards, like the US Bank Altitude Reserve or the AMEX Platinum or the Chase Sapphire Reserve or something like that, gave you automatic Emerald Club status and let you transfer points over? That way, when you used points, you wouldn't have to go through a portal and do it without being able to have your rewards. You could just transfer the points over, use those points. That would be really cool. Maybe that's wishful thinking, but rental car companies got to be hurting as well. Maybe not quite as much as airlines and hotels. I have nothing to base this on. This is just my own personal speculation, but why not? I predict someone is going to add a rental car as a transfer partner sometime in the year 2021. Number 4, US Bank will have some kind of major revamp to their altitude cards. So last year, US Bank launched the Altitude Go, which is a great card for dining. And they already have the US Bank Altitude Reserve, which is their premier card. Unfortunately, those points don't transfer to one another. Late last year in 2019, the Altitude Reserve was closed to new applications on the US Bank website for about 3 weeks, and then it reappeared with no major changes. A lot of people had speculated that one of the key features of the Altitude Reserve, which is 3x points on mobile wallet spending, I'll highlight it better than that, mobile wallet spending there at the bottom, might be going away because there's so many places nowadays you can use Apple Pay or Google Pay or Samsung Pay. I did a separate video about mobile wallet ideas. I'll put a card up here in the corner if you want to see that. The thought process was it's not sustainable. Surely they can't keep it because there's so many places where you're getting 3x, dental offices, all kinds of gas stations, sometimes grocery stores, just 3x pretty much anywhere that takes some sort of contactless payment. And there's a lot of those. I don't know if that's true or not, but one of the thoughts out there was they're going to lower it from 3x on mobile wallet down to 2x on mobile wallet. And I would be okay with that if, in return, they let you transfer points from the Altitude Go to the Altitude Reserve. And then there's a new Altitude Connect card coming. And if you could basically make it a true ecosystem, you would have a legit shot at a US Bank trifecta. And that would be worthwhile. And then you also have the US Bank's Flex Perks Gold hanging out there, which seems like it needs a refresh and doesn't really fit. So I predict sometime before the end of 2021, US Bank is going to do a major overhaul to their altitude ecosystem altogether. What do you think? Wishful thinking? Dumb idea? Put a comment down below. Let me know. And last but not least, number 5. Chase will make pay yourself back a permanent feature, or at least as permanent as you can get in the world of credit cards. You probably know, if you've been paying attention at all to anything with Chase, that they have this feature that came into effect after the whole COVID thing started called Pay Yourself Back. Here it is on the Sapphire Preferred, which gets you 25% more value when you pay yourself back, or basically get statement credits for certain categories, and 50% more value, or a 1.5x modifier, on the Sapphire Reserve. That's going through the middle of the year right now. And right now it's grocery stores, home improvement, and I think charities, or maybe there's one other I can't think of. But grocery stores is the big one because, really, who doesn't buy groceries? And you could basically just pay yourself back, take the money that you would normally use on groceries, put it in your travel savings bank or savings account, and effectively you've used it to indirectly cash out. I think it's a tremendous feature. I plan on using it in 2021, and I just have a feeling that pay yourself back is going to become permanent in the world of Chase. So what do you think? Am I way off base? Am I right? Is there a really cool prediction I left out? Put some comments down below. Let me know. I would love to hear your take on the matter, and I do appreciate you watching. As always, please subscribe. May your spending be frugal, and may your points be plenteous. See you later. Gotta edit this out.